Hello. So we have three types of containers in Python. Generally, we call it as a sequence. So we use sequence to represent the collection of values in an order, and these are basically list, which is also similar to an array, but only the difference is it can store the sequence of arbitrary objects. Then also we have a tuple. Tuple is an immutable version of a list, and then finally we have string. So string is basically a sequence of immutable text characters. So in this video we are going to discuss more in detail about the string sequence types in Python. String is basically defined as a class in Python. So string basically it is having immutable sequence of characters. Immutable sequence of characters means once a string is defined, we cannot change any character in between. We cannot change any character in between. It's called immutable sequence of characters. And also we can use literals in a string by using a single quote or by using double quotes. So the string literal is always represented either with a single quote or with a double quotes. I've written here peas where with a single quote, and other peas also written with a double quote. There's no difference at all. And you may ask why it is needed. These two types of things are there. So generally we use double quotes in a situation where you want an apostrophe to be used. Okay. So for an example, it's a Women's Day. So, particularly we can do, if you want to use the apostrophe to be printed, then what we can do, we can use an apostrophe over there. So, Women's Day. So when it get printed, the apostrophe also, the single quote also will get printed over there. And even, we can use escape characters. So the escape characters, like a path of a file. So where we have slashes are there. So we can use escape characters also. All other escape characters also it's allowed here. Like in a normal programming language, whatever the escape character, like a slash n, slash t, everything, all other things are also can be used here. Then we can also use Unicode. If you know the Unicode of a particular symbol, then we can also represent an Unicode, and we can use it, and a corresponding symbol will be printed. So I given one Unicode. If you know, you can try to guess it what would be that particular Unicode, or else we can discuss about it later. And yes, very good. So we can also have a multi-line string. So previous thing, whatever you have seen, peace, and Women's Day are basically a single line string. If you want to use a multi-line string, we can use a multi-line string by either by using uh, three subsequent double quotes or three subsequent single quotes. So by using any of this, we can define a multi-line string. So I just write it here where within three single quotes, India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. So however we know we represent a string in the same way, including the line and spaces, the same way it will be printed on the screen. So India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters. So we can use a single quote or a double quote to represent a string, and we use double quotes mainly to include a single quote in our string, and also we can use a multi-line string in a Python. Now let us look into these examples here with the help of the Python code. So here we have a Python code which used to illustrate a string class. So now I uh, print a string just by using a simple print statement where joy is a string that I'm given here, and for which it's going to print a joy and it is placed within a single quotes, it's going to give a printout output as joy. And also I can write like some string within a double quote, and here my intention is to print this single quote where I can't do it. Okay, so if I want to do it like this, I can use it with a double quotes, and we can now be able to see the single quote is also printed over there. I can't do it. And even multi-line string can be used. So here I have written India is my country, all Indians are my brothers and sisters, our national flag consists of three colors. So now India is my country is in the first line, and all Indians are my brothers and sisters in the second line, and our national flag consists of three colors. So we have the string in three lines, and the string is enclosed between uh, three double quotes, three double quotes. And now when it gets printed, you will all be able to see in the way how we have given in the same way this also got printed at the output. And next, as we have discussed in the slide, here we can also print an Unicode. So if you know an Unicode of a particular character or a particular symbol, then you can use a particular Unicode. Then all the output you will be able to see a particular Unicode. So for this given Unicode, a knight is a symbol. A knight which we use in chessboard, it's a symbol, so that can be printed. And also we can have a string initialization for a variable. So since Python is a dynamically typed language, we need not to specify the data type. Instead, directly we can assign the value. So A is equal to we will overcome. We will overcome is a string that I have given. So A will become a string now. And now we'll able to see we will overcome is printed on the screen. And very importantly, it is to be understood that string is an immutable sequence of characters. So you cannot change a string once it is defined. So now you can see that uh, A is actually defined as a string, we will overcome. Now, if I try to change the character at the location at the index 5, with the x, okay, let's see, this is 0, 1, and 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the first L I'm trying to change it into X, but let's see what will be the response of the Python. When you do it, you will be able to see that you're not allowed to do because string object does not support item assignment because the string is an immutable sequence of characters. But you can concatenate, you can merge, all these things you can do, but in between you cannot change any character of a string in Python. Okay, thank you for watching.